Chapter 7 Season 4 of Fortnite, aka Fortnite Override, is right around the corner, and in today's YouTube video I'll be telling you absolutely everything you need to know regarding the most recent updates. If you guys don't recall yesterday's video, we talked about how there were some teasers we've gotten before, and how we had some actual little hints here and there for what we should be expecting during the live event. However, today, as you could already tell by the title and thumbnail of the video, we have a brand new discovery image for Fortnite Battle Royale. This one seems to signify that there's going to be one more teaser later down the line, and I'll explain why in a second, but overall it's a pretty nice way to see a little bit of a teaser go on, because we've been noticing this glitch effect happening recently more and more. It's been something where some people even pointed out that at the start of this entire chapter we had a little bit of like this glitch effect going on, you know, in some like the video teasers and stuff. However, now we're having something where we're actually getting in newsfeed images for like gem sprites, and in the actual discovery feed for Battle Royale's playlist image and everything else. But this is a little bit of an area that we've started to see get popped up more and more in Fortnite, you know, especially as they're kind of hyping up stuff, because it's right here in between Shaken Sanctuary, Frosted Flats, and Sinister Strip, and it's kind of this area where we're going to be seeing the story moment live event take place, and where the countdown is actually going to end up happening once it does actually get fully enabled. Now, we do actually know when the countdown is going to count down to, but we will talk about that a little bit later. But I do want to mention something as we walk over to this area, so you can see that kind of like area where they're, you know, they're hyping up everything, and it's this whole entire glitch effect. Now, based on what we've actually seen, we've gotten around 3 image glitch teasers so far this season. The first one was the gem sprite. The second one, if you count it as a glitch, was the full season name announcement of Override, and then the third one is that discovery image. However, the reason why I think we're going to be getting a fourth one is because when that actual glitch image for the discovery menu got added, they labeled it as glitch 75, and considering we've had 2 other images already, I wouldn't be surprised if the first image with gem sprites was glitch 25, aka 25%, because it wasn't really that glitchy, but it was subtly there. I wouldn't be surprised if the one where we actually got the overdrive or like season name or override season name or whatever was glitch 50%, because you can see it around the edges, but it wasn't really that crazy. And then having glitch 75 be something where you can see most of the actual image is kind of glitching out. Which makes me think that in the upcoming few days, we could have a 100% glitched version, which could either be, you know, them going ahead and announcing like a little teaser for the mini story event, because it's not going to be like a fully blown live event, but it is still something that they're building up to. And it also could be something where it's just like an image teaser instead of being, you know, like a whole entire video or something like that. But I would not be surprised if we get one more actual, you know, a teaser in the next few days leading up to the Override event. Now, when they went ahead and updated everything, such as updating the discovery menu image, they did actually add a countdown. However, for some reason it's not properly enabled. If I go over here, it's supposed to be enabled in the lobby, in the discovery tile, and everywhere else. So technically when you hovered over Battle Royale, it should have said like a specific date that it was counting down to, but it doesn't right now because of some weird glitch going on that Epic Games got to kind of figure out, and it counts down to August 15th, which we already talked about before, but specifically at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're someone who wants to go ahead and see this live event, you know, you want to go ahead and see the story moment, how it builds up to the whole glitch hacks that we talked about before into the next season and everything, then you'll want to log into Fortnite probably August 15th at around like 12 p.m. Eastern time. The reason why I'm giving you like a 2-hour gap is because of the fact that Epic Games has kind of had these issues before with like logging in properly on time and everything. So this would give you a little bit of an extra gap to be logged in, to be prepared to go into Battle Royale, and to actually see everything that happens. Now, when the story event actually does go down, I should mention a few things that you should probably log in, you know, actually go into the mode around like 1:45, 1:50 p.m. Eastern time, you know, closer to the event, but not fully to where a full match would play out. But when the event is about to start, it should have the no damage invulnerability stuff, so no one should be able to actually deal damage to each other, and it'll have a little bit of like a timer counting down from above that area where we're just at, right up there. So kind of like if you look there in the middle, you see the giant like pillar thing right there? It's going to be right above that, and in that area, you know, it's not going to actually allow you to deal damage to anyone. It'll be like the event invulnerability stuff that they've kind of had recently, and the storm should also stop. So it should freeze in place, you know, around the first opening, around 10 minutes before everything goes live, just so the storm doesn't close in and you start taking storm damage during the event, or you have certain cinematics or whatever actually happening during it as well. I'm not for sure how it's going to work in some modes where you're actually enabled in it, you know, to have the storm like 3 or 4 phases through already, you know, you're in in the middle of a fight or something, maybe the storm will like revert backwards, or maybe it'll like stay the same, but it will still stop. But that is something to kind of keep your eyes out for. But yeah, we're finally getting towards the live event area. You know, it's only like, actually, I was gonna say it was like 10 days away, but it's less than that. It's like 7 or 6 days away, because the event is on the actual 15th and it's currently the 8th. So actually, yeah, 17-ish days away. I did not mean to say 17. I meant to say 7. Oh my god, I almost said 10 days away. I meant to say 7 days away, but you know, there's so many things going on in Fortnite, it kind of gets all jumbled in my mind, so can you really blame me? But yeah, new teasers for the live event coming soon. Something I should mention here that I've seen some people point out on Twitter is in the corner, people are saying that this right here, this little block, if you look at it, the like 4 block, the one that's like 3 up, 1 to the right, it's like directly in the middle of your screen right now. People are saying this is a teaser for the Tetris part of next season. However, I don't see it. The reason why is because if you look up here towards like the top, you have some squares and stuff, but there's no like 2-line Tetris pieces unless you're doing like some modded version of Tetris, you know, with some modifiers enabled. But I don't think that's the Tetris they would be advertising on the glitch effect. I think it's something that was just kind of, you know, a coincidence, because especially if you look over here, you know, you do still see some of those blocky pieces, but some of these don't even look like they could have been real Tetraminos. So that is something where it's like, could it be a teaser for Tetris? Maybe, but I don't really think so. I think it's just a part of the glitch effect, because we already know we're getting Tetris next season anyways. There's no reason for them to go over the top with trying to, you know, have these subtle references to Tetris in the corners. What's next? They're gonna have little Pac-Man dots, you know, go waka waka in the next image? I don't really think so. Without further ado, however, hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Sorry if you hear the cat meowing in the background. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another upload. So until then, peace out.